I got a solicitation the other day for a new meetup group. For those who know me, I do a lot of meetup groups. It's a way to meet new people and do different things. My favorite, of course, is the pizza meetup group, but love meetup groups. Anyhow, I got this new solicitation about this new meetup group. So anytime I get it, I always open it. Some of them I'm interested in, some I'm not. Some are too far for me to get to and really enjoy. So this one said it was a dim sum meetup group. And I said, I've never done it. I don't know why. I mean, here they were, Chinatown had a lot of it at one time, but I'd never been to dim sum. And this was a group of people who were going to go and do dim sum, I guess twice a month, some other time. But it was too far away and I didn't join the group. But what it did was it made me really think about it. Why have I not done dim sum? I like going out to eat. I like doing different things. But why am I not doing these things? Why isn't I'm saying I like it? Sounds fun. I'll try it, but I never did. And then I started thinking about, well, what else have I said it? I had an interest in, but I have never done it. And it became complicated because, I would think that at least at my age, I would have taken part and done different things. At least tried it or went out and did it. I mean, but somehow or another, things have slept through, or there's just so many things to do that I have not done it. So again, once I thought about it, I had to think about, well, what else, Arlene, have you not done? The world is my oyster, and you keep hearing me say I'm going to live to be 117, so I got a lot of time to do different things. But, what have I not done? And one of the things I thought about, I bowled, been bowling for years, but I never did duck pins. I never did duck pins. I don't know why. We had a duck pin growing up. We had a duck pin place not too far away, but I never did duck pin bowling for some reason. Now, will my life end if I never did it? Probably not, but it might be fun to try doing it. I mean, I never, now this is something that I never went in a helicopter. I ain't little plane just. I always wanted to go on a helicopter, maybe take it going through the Grand Canyon. Remember when I was in Panama City, Florida, and I said, got there and they had the helicopter rides and, taking you all around. It was really reasonable. I was like, maybe at that time, $60, $65 for half an hour, which for once wasn't that bad. And I said, well, I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to go in the helicopter. I'm going to really get to do whatever I said. Well, the next day it rained. The next day it rained. It rained the whole time, except for the first day. It rained. No helicopter ride for me. So yeah, that's kind of like there's places you want to go that's on your bucket list, but there's also things you want to do that needs to be on your bucket list, or part of something that needs to be on your bucket list. I mean, zip lining. I've never been zip lining. Now, I want to say that I won't be afraid to zip line, but I really would be kind of embarrassed to pee my pants going across. But hey, maybe when I get older, I may zip line and see what it's like to zip line. I mean, some things are going to be more scary than others. I mean, I did get the advantage of swimming with the dolphins. That was fun. But there's so many possibilities. I mean, I did climb a glacier. And would I do it again? Yes, I did go on an active volcano. So I've done several different things in my life, but there's so much more. I remember I was, I think either in a mall or I might have been in Mexico. I'm not sure. And they had the people who were getting pedicures, and they stuck their feet, and the fish ate all the debris and stuff off their feet, and they were getting these pedicures sitting down, and the little fish and were eating their. I was like, maybe no. But now that I think about it, it'd be an interesting experience to see how. I mean, it's going to feel kind of ooky, but it would be a good experience to try just to sit down and have that kind of a pedicure, have that kind of experience. Again, some things it's just like I did it once, I don't need to do it again. And we all been through that, you know. Have you had frog legs? Have you had an alligator? Whatever. But we all did have these kind of experiences where we say, why not? Why not try something else? You know, I had the experience of riding the camel. Now that wasn't necessarily good, but I remember going to the circus and they let all the kids take a ride on the elephant. Anybody knows me, elephants are my favorite animal. I love elephants. I probably could pick some up out of this room to show it to you, but I won't. And and the kids got, and it was like intermission between the halftime program at the circus, and everybody was riding elephants with different things. Well, you know, hey, I want to ride an elephant. Well, the kids were all lined up. But here I was, a part of my expression, a grown woman. I wanted to ride an elephant. The kids would go, and it was a long line because, you know, they looked at me. Here I am, you're grown. You don't need to ride an elephant. Well, dang, going, I paid good money. I should ride the elephant. But nevertheless, the line was long. The elephants moved slow, lighting the kids up, getting them down. I never got to ride the elephant. Was not a happy camper because I always wanted to ride an elephant. And probably, you know, one day I would ride an elephant. You know, because, you know, it's on my list. I want to ride an elephant. Why? Because it's an elephant and I love it and it's just so majestic. Another thing, ever since I was a child, I wanted to drive a dump truck. Again, these may not be on everybody's list of fun things, exciting things, but I always liked dump trucks. Just they're nice and square and they're kind of dynamic. They're strong, but they're not big, so to speak. And I would love to drive that, go in there and really drive a dump truck. I mean, you talk about things you like to try, things you like to do, things you like to taste, things, you know, things that give you fear factors or whatever. But I always wanted to do drive a dump truck. Another thing I wanted to do, and I don't know if I ever get to do, is to drive a race car. You know, this near the speed and this that's scary. It really is scary to me, but it's intriguing. You know, I think when you were younger, you used to race cars. You know, race your friends. I mean, they didn't move that fast, but you got to race cars and maybe ride a car on the autobahn in Germany. But these things are things that I think about. Why haven't I done this? You know, and you think that it may be on your bucket list, but there's so much out there to try. There's so much out there to go and do and try. Another thing is I never been to Luray Caverns, which is not far from DC, kind of down the road a piece. And but canyons and going through tunnels and caves, there's bats down there, and I always wanted to go, intrigued to go, but it's underground. I even have a problem when you're driving your car and you're going through a tunnel. That doesn't do well by me, you know. But moving that way, I probably, if it's not Luray, I may go to another cavern and stuff like that. That will make it kind of interesting and fun. But I always kind of look at some of the things that why skydiving. It's there definitely on the bucket list to skydive. I mean, I think I'd rather do it with a partner. You know how they say you peer up. I think I could peer up better than doing it by myself. But it sounds just wonderful. It sounds just great. Now, this one is kind of far out, and you may laugh, but the time is coming. I want to go up in spaceship. I want to go up and I want to be able to look down at the earth. If I could go far enough and look at the moon, I want to do that. I want to explore space. Um, it just has so much possibilities that, you know, one would say, how much would you pay? I don't know. To me, it's priceless to be able to go and just open up. But I'm sure other people have the bucket list or what if, what have I not done, what do I want to do. Sometimes we may not do any of these things. We may not, but we want to. We have to drive to, and now we just need to meet opportunities. Because once we meet opportunity, then the decision really becomes in here. Sometimes you haven't had opportunity, so you didn't do it because you haven't had opportunity. Not like me and the dim sum. I'm sure I had opportunities. It wasn't like I've been there, but I had opportunities. But somehow or another, along the lines of things that never happened. But I just want to throw it out there. What have you not done? What do you want to do? Is it part of your bucket list? Is it just fun? What life is worth experiencing and doing things and being the joy of living and possibilities of going and doing. What do you want to do? What have you not experienced that you want to experience? What are your opportunities? What again, when I think about riding the elephant, I get very happy riding the elephant because at least, even if the elephant says get the hell off, I still find that I would like to do that. And I'm hoping that other people have the same thing, the joy of thinking about it. What would it be like? How's it fun? Or going to an African safari? I don't know. I'm throwing things out. It's just about me, but I just want you to open your mind and think about it because sometimes we're so busy in the day-to-day hustle, we don't think about all the things that we can do and how much time we have in front of us to do all this fun thing and to add things on that we didn't even know we wanted to do. Anyhow, it's been real. Please like and subscribe. Love it. Love sharing things. Add some notes or suggestions and comments and, bringing things to you just to throw so we can continue to have a sensational life.